It's the night of October 28, 1947. You're flying on a plane that had just been produced and was expected to be a turning point in aerodynamics during its era. You and 3 others are flying out to meet a friend and go hunting. Everything runs smoothly at first, and the weather's perfect. Although you notice the weather is becoming increasingly aloof, and so does the pilot. Your pilot informed you that he is going to fly lower to avoid the weather. Suddenly, you hear crashing noises, and before you have time to react, the plane has hit the ground. I'm Anna Robinson, and I'm going to take you on a trek through history to the Governor's Ridge plane crash of 1947. It was a sunny autumn afternoon when State Senate President Marshall Cornett, veteran pilot Cliff Hogue, Oregon Governor Earl Snell, and Oregon Secretary of State Robert Farrell Jr. took off from McNary Field in Salem, Oregon. They took off in a Beechcraft Model 35 Bonanza airplane that had just been introduced. These men set out on their journey toward an 80,000-acre ranch in Lake County, Oregon, to meet one of the plane co-owners, Oscar Kittredge. Before arriving at the ranch, the men decided to stop for dinner at Mr. Cornett's home located near Klamath Falls, Oregon. After landing at the Klamath Falls airport, the men ate dinner and boarded the plane around 10 p.m. that night, embarking on the home stretch of their journey to Kittredge Ranch. Mr. Kittredge waited for 2 hours, but the men never showed up. He assumed that the men decided to stay overnight in Klamath due to the impending weather conditions. Kittredge went to bed and figured he would be able to get in touch with the men in the morning. Little did he know that the tragedy lay in wait. The next morning, Kittredge called Cornett's wife to ask when the men would be due. This phone conversation had to be among one of the most horrifying phone calls exchanged. Promptly, a search party was launched. After constant searching, a local ranch hand reported hearing a small plane engine. Eventually, the wreckage of the plane was found. It looked as though the pilot had miscalculated his height and crashed into a slope outside of Lakeview, Oregon. The plane was thought to have been going at least 150 miles per hour. There were no survivors. The site of the crash can still be visited today outside of Lakeview, Oregon, near Dog Lake. This has been A Minute in History with Anna. Thank you for listening.